Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jake from TNJ, and welcome back to the Rivercats Dynasty as we take on SEC foe Texas A&M. We have history with this team. Last season, they had an All-American quarterback in Chance Tyree, and he just killed us in the ground and even through the air, but really with his legs. So now they will be without him for the first time. Speaking of quarterback, we have a new quarterback. Dunn Carmichael and Jamal Wilson, both probably done for the season, but Ty Featherstone steps up. Now, a lot of you guys like this guy. He's only attempted 7 passes in his career. He's a pure pocket passer. He's not going to hurt you with his legs at all. He gets his first career start. Now, last week, we also saw DJ Durrell Jr. on the outside give up a big play and then just jogged after he got burnt on that play. So we're going to go with somebody else on the outside. I don't think it's DJ Durrell Jr.'s time yet. I think that, he just needs to learn a little bit of discipline on that play. If you get burnt, you got to try and catch him, even if you made a mistake. So we're going to put Derek Bamaye on the outside this game. I don't want to put Eric Tautadariu because he does not have speed at all. And then Dierberto is a very good slot guy, but I can honestly see a situation where Dierberto and Bamaye do switch on the outside, but right now I like Bamaye out there. It's going to be pretty much all zone coverage because his man is really, really bad. So we go up against this Texas A&M team, and they still run the triple option led by Michael Smith at running back. It's kind of funny when their backup running backs end up running for more yards than their starter in these triple option offenses. That's just how it goes. And they have a couple of guys here on defense. Brandon Houston is one. He's a really good player for them. And then they have a couple of good cornerbacks as well, so it's going to be tough sledding. This is a tough defense, so let's get this game underway. Isaiah De Silva, the punter, who's kicking off for us, he gets a start as we start out on defense, and Scott kneels this one, and out comes a new quarterback. Anderson will need to lead the troops here in his first year starting. This time he runs the option to the right side. It's Osiris Hovick on that play. Osiris Hovick. I have Osiris Caesar, Osiris Hovick. You got to get used to saying those two names. So here's Anderson, another throw on the 3rd and 11, and it's going to be caught by the running back out of the backfield, Ryan Hill, but he steps out of bounds, and it's a 3 and out. So Trey Frazier back to receive the next punt, and he takes to the right side. Look at DJ Durrell, 2 big blocks. See, that's what I'm talking about. I love when players lose their spot at times, and then look at he just pancaked a guy, had a big block on the outside that time. Opens up again at 19. We start at the 50. So here is Hollinson, another carry up the middle, and we add to his total. Man, he's going to be a burner in this series. And to be honest, I think that this guy should be on the Heisman list. I mean, he is just day in and day out just killing so far. It may be because, I don't know, maybe we just don't have that national respect yet. We are ranked number 5 in the nation, though, coming to this game. So read option. This time Edelman checks into the game, and he picks up a gain of 7. And that's a first down. Remember, he's our backup quarterback at this time and also our emergency quarterback. So Featherstone checks back in, counterplay to Bashai, and it's going to be a loss of 1 yard. Tackled in the backfield by Craig Scott, who's already been all over the field. So Hollinson looks like he was shaken up a little bit. Bashai checks in, 3rd and 11. 3 wide receivers out there and a tight end. Quick throw to left side. It's Storm. Touchdown. Great throw by Featherstone. 3 for 3 to start out his career as a starter. And that's what he's going to give you, those anticipation throws. He knows it's going to be open. Number 25 actually did not make a play on that ball at all. And that was probably his own. It looked like he was beat a little bit. And Storm is in for 6. So 7-0 here as Hill gets a catch out of the backfield. And this Texas A&M actually throws the ball quite a bit. I wonder how much they'll throw the ball this game. It's another read option this time. No, it's an end around, and Hill has it to the outside. That was a little bit of trickery on that one. Gain of 11. First down. They're across the 50. So Anderson under center this time. It looks like he's going to keep it himself. Gets to the right side. He's got some room and a nice tackle in one-on-one. And it looks like that was, I'm not sure who that was on the tackle. It looks like he just fell down. So now 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line now. Fake to the fullback. Anderson keeps and then gets tackled before the first down marker. Jake Braun on the stop in a crucial 3rd and 3 here. We got to hold him to 3 points. So run the running back in motion. Anderson keeps, and he pitches to nobody. It's on the ground. Brian York falls on it. And we take over after that turnover. That's Jermaine Neal who hit the running back, and Anderson was clueless. He just pitches it back to him, and that's Osias Caesar on the hit on Anderson, and we end up coming up with the turnover. Brian York could have picked that one up and ran for a touchdown probably, but here we are back in an offense, and Hollinson gets stopped in the backfield. We said this is going to be a tough game. All these SEC defenses are very, very tough. So now we get it to a 3rd and 10. Featherstone throws to the right side. It's Edelman. He's got it. Oh, and tripped up. Gain of 14. Man, that was a touchdown saving tackle. So 1st and 10. Featherstone looks good so far. Play action fake. Throw to the right side, and it's Stephen Ford. You know, one thing that we do with Ty Featherstone, you have to throw the ball with anticipation. He does not have the arm strength of Wilson, definitely not of Dunn Carmichael. He'll throw to the right side. This time it's Storm, and that's a gain of 4 yards. And now 3rd and 3. Hollinson checks into the game, handoff right back to him, and he picks up the 1st down. Looks like he got 4 yards on that one. Yep, 1st down. So now here we are, 1st and 10 into the 2nd quarter now. Bashai checks into the game. A little arrow route out of the backfield, and he's wide open. It's a touchdown. Joe Bashai. You got to love this kid. I love him as a pass-catching running back out of the backfield. He just does so much. I mean, just a different dimension. When Hollinson checks out of the game, the offenses do not take Bashai seriously, but he can actually run the ball as well as catch the ball in the backfield. So here's Anderson running the option, back out down 2 scores now, and he only picks up a gain of 2. Our rush defense, remember, is #1 in the nation. Even versus these triple option offenses, I think we can still do a pretty good job. So 3rd and 4. Ryan Hill gets hit hard. Brian York on the tackle. And another punt. Remember last year, Texas A&M, they had absolutely dominated on the ground. This time we're dominating on the defensive side of the ball. So here is Hollinson. He gets the handout to start out the next drive, and he picks up a 1st down, followed up by a handoff. Joe Bashai, another big carry, gain of 7. And we're across the 50 once again. Our punt return game has been very good this season. We've been returning kicks for good field position. With 2nd and 3, throw, and it's picked off. That's Young. And Featherstone makes his first mistake, and it looks like Young is going to take it into the end zone for the touchdown. And he had nobody to throw it to on this play. He could have just taken the sack. Instead, he forces it to Storm. Lesson learned on that one. You just got to go down with the sack. So now here's our offense back out onto the field. Here's J.J. Hollinson. Pick it up a gain of 5 yards. So under 4 minutes left here in the 1st half. Running forward in motion. Featherstone tries to move, and he throws a Storm open. He's got room, too, across the 50. 15 yards, 1st down. And that's the thing. He cannot move. You see that blitz was right in his face, but he picks up the 1st. So jet sweep called this time. Storm gets the ball again and somehow gets tackled by Young. And, man, if Ford would have held on to that block a little bit longer, that was 6. So under a minute left here, 2nd and 6. Featherstone throws to a wide-open Andrews, and he kind of has to backtrack to the ball. He could have took that one, turned around, and went for a touchdown instead. It's an 11-yard game, but still a 1st down. So 20 seconds left here in the 1st half. Edelman checks into the game. Maybe a little bit of read option. Edelman keeps it. He's got end zone in front of him. Touchdown. 7 yards out. And that's how this 1st half comes to a close. After Texas A&M has 9 seconds left, they're probably just going to Hail Mary it to the end zone. Anderson under center. He's going to try to get away, but not this time. Jonathan Thousand, our defensive line, is the strength of this team right now. And we're going to go into halftime 21-7. What a game defensively. So now we start the 2nd half, and Featherstone has looked pretty good. I think we're still getting used to these anticipation throws. We definitely had to have that. He doesn't have the athleticism as well, so we can't really buy the time that we're used to having. So here is Hollinson starting it out with the gain of 10. We got to ride the back of him. So 1st and 10, now close to the 50. We've been set up with great field position every drive. Featherstone throws. It's Storm. He's got it. 1st down, helping out his young quarterback in his 1st game starting. He's got 4 receptions for 55 yards. So now across the 50, just into field goal range. Quick throw. Whiteside's open. 1st down again. Nice throw. Featherstone. And he's got another 1st down on this drive. So many 1st downs on 1st and 10s this game. So here we are once again. Featherstone, another throw and another first. This time it's Stephen Ford. Everybody's touching the ball on this drive. And now we're inside the 10-yard line. Hollinson checks into the game. Running forward in motion at the 5. Featherstone throws to the right side, and it's picked off once again by Young. And he could take it the distance, and he will. It's another pick 6 by Young. Take a look at this throw, though. That was actually supposed to be underneath, and it was just thrown a little too far. And now Featherstone has to come back out onto the field after his second pick 6 of the game. So here he is. There is Macklin catching the ball on the sideline. That's a gain of 15 to start out this next drive. So 2nd and 9, Featherstone throws across the middle, and another interception. It's picked off by Harper. A game can turn just like that. 3 interceptions in this game for Featherstone. He was doing so well. I think this one was just a good play. Even the last one may have been a good play, but I think Featherstone missed his throw on that second interception. It was supposed to be thrown a little bit underneath. Instead, it was thrown a little too far. And that's the thing about the arm strength, too. The defense has more time to react to that. So here is Anderson backing onto the field with a chance to tie this game up. They have not done anything on offense. They have scored all their points on defense. He runs the option and stopped in the backfield, and Brenton Jackson was there. Man, he is a really good tackler. He's underrated on this team. So 3rd and long this time as the third quarter does wind down. Anderson under center this time. He's going to drop back to throw. He's going to throw deep one-on-one. Brenton Jackson, and it's knocked away. Brenton Jackson actually led our team, actually was second in our team in interceptions last year. He has yet to get one this year. I'm waiting for that first. So now we start the fourth quarter this time. Bashai starts it out with the handoff to left side, and it's going to be only a gain of 2 yards. So Featherstone comes out with 5 wide this time. 3rd and 9. He moves to the right side. Remember, he does not have the speed. He stops and throws, though, and he finds Stephen Ford. 1st down. And those are the plays that I'm used to doing, especially with Dunn Carmichael just buying some time, and Jamal Wilson, I should say. And even Gunnar Johnson, we did that. Phoenix Frazier was even a little bit mobile. I mean, that's the thing. Featherstone's going to be quite the adjustment, and we're going to need to get used to that arm strength along with that mobility. It's definitely not normal for our offense. So here is Hollinson continuing his run over 100 yards. He's got 23 attempts for over 125 yards. So we eventually get it to a 3rd and 2. Wide open throw. It's Ethan Andrews. He will walk in. Touchdown. 14 yards. I mean, that's Featherstone's game. He's going to get you probably under 15 yards or so. He's not going to really throw the ball deep. Even though he has the accuracy, his arm strength gives defenses a little bit too much time to react. But now it's a 2-score lead. To 28-14 this time. Anderson in the pocket, throws off his back foot, and it's caught by Cleveland. He's going to walk in. Touchdown. That was Jamal Wyatt in coverage. I don't know what he was doing on that play. That ball went right through his hands. And now here we are in a 1-score game again. But back on the next kickoff, this is Trey Frazier. He's almost going to take it the distance. He gets tackled at the 10. He ran out of gas and got tackled by the kicker. So 2 minutes left here in this game. Handoff Hollinson. He runs up the middle on the first play. Touchdown. His first touchdown actually of the game. 35-21. It's back to a 2-score game. This game is nuts out here at the end of this game. So here is Anderson under center again. In the pocket. The pocket collapses and he goes down. J.J. Taylor's there. And he gets his first sack of this one. So a minute 40 left. Anderson, another sack right away. Jermaine Neal. He's been doing quite well this season so far. And now that brings it to a 4th and 21. This could be it. Anderson in the pocket. He's going to have all day. He throws deep. He's got a man. That's Cleveland again, who burns Derek Bamaye on the outside. We did not have over-the-top coverage. Now we know better. So Anderson after that big throw. Here he is under center again. In the pocket. He throws. He's got Cleveland on the sideline again. Kevin Cleveland's having himself a huge game in this one. And only off of like 3 catches. So now 2nd and goal. Read option. Anderson keeps. He runs over Brenton Jackson and in for the end zone. It's a touchdown. Jamal Wyatt couldn't get there in time. It's a 7-point game. So under a minute left. You know they're going to kick this onside kick. And we will recover. Joe Bashai's on it. and he will fall forward to about the 42. But this game is way too close. Way closer than it should have been. 2 pick sixes for this Texas A&M defense. All we need is a first down, and this game is over. So Featherstone, he's going to hand off Hollinson, and we do pick it up. That one will do it, and the Rivercats somehow survived this game after 2 pick sixes, and that was a top 10 matchup. We were number 5 for the first time in this series, and we get the win versus Texas A&M. You got to think another top 10 win. We're going to move up even further now, and we get the victory here in Ty Featherstone's first start. 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and that will do it here on the road at College Station. And, you know, Featherstone didn't look bad. Half of his incompletions were interceptions, and I'd say that 2 of them were maybe I'd say one of them was probably his fault. One of them, we just tried to force the ball, and the other one was kind of underthrown by him. I will kind of blame that on him. And then the last one, I think, was just a good play on the defense. I think that linebacker kind of dropped back a little bit and made a good play on the ball. That's still that arm strength. I mean, that lob was supposed to be just a little bit harder, and the linebacker made a play. But I got to say he played pretty well in this one. Hollinson did his thing, and defensively, we stopped the run. I mean, even this triple option offense couldn't get anything going, to be honest. They scored 28 points, but really that should have been 14. Garbage time points too. So really, we dominated this game. It was a 7-point game, but we honestly dominated. Anderson actually ran for 11 yards. Hill, not even any more than that. I mean, look at this. Look at these numbers. I mean, these are impressive defensive numbers. They only threw for 170 yards, and that was all in garbage time pretty much, and on a couple of deep passes. So after that game, we end up moving up to number 2 in the nation, 4-0. And now we face Metropolis next. We are 1-0 in conference now. Clemson is number 1 in the nation. They are the defending national champions, so they have been number 1 this entire season. And now we go up against Metropolis, who, remember, they have a dominant run offense. And that's what they do every year. They have Mike Rooney and Roy Toth. Those 2 guys are amazing. And their only 2 losses actually do come against bad teams. I don't know what happened in those games, but they ended up losing. And now they're trying to bounce back versus the rival of us. And Mike Rooney is actually leading their team in rushing. Pretty surprising, but I actually went back and looked, and Roy Toth was hurt for the first 2 games. So he actually came back, and he's still the starter. So we had to face Roy Toth again with that size. So next episode, once again, another top 5 back we're facing. We faced Parrish earlier, Roy Toth this week. Hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I've been working hard for a minute. The ones who don't deserve it seem to be the ones that get it. The ones who speak the truth never get the recognition, but the ones that act foolish seem to get all the attention. It don't matter though. Yeah. Hey, it don't even matter though. No. Hey, it don't even matter.